Comfort is the prettiest poison you'll ever taste. It wraps itself around you like a blanket. Warm, safe, but it's not your friend. It's your captor. And the worst part? You invited it in. I told myself I deserved it. Just one more hour. Just one more video. Just one more day to reset. But comfort doesn't give. It takes. Comfort takes your ambition and calls it unrealistic. Comfort takes your standards and says, why try so hard? Comfort takes your urgency and whispers, there's always tomorrow. And slowly, you stop fighting. You stop reaching. You stop caring. Not because life crushed you, but because you settled. You let comfort convince you that progress was pain, that effort was suffering, that discipline was punishment. So you avoided it, and in doing so, you avoided yourself. Comfort is a liar. It tells you you're okay, but deep down you know you're not. You feel the tension. You feel the itch. You feel the pull of a life unlived, and it burns inside you. Not because you're broken, but because you're meant for more. I've been calling it rest, but it's not. It's decay. It's a slow death in disguise, and I'm done playing along. There is no comfort in growth. There is no ease in becoming great. Growth is friction. Growth is pressure. Growth is stepping into the fire over and over until the flames feel like home. But comfort? Comfort wants you numb, predictable, harmless, average. It doesn't want you alive. It wants you sedated. Let the others sleep in. Let them laugh. Let them scroll. I will suffer. I will rise. I will walk the path they fear. Because here's the truth. Comfort has never made a man proud of himself. The days you remember, they weren't easy days. They were hard, exhausting, focused, raw. The days that built your character. The workouts that left you broken. The books that rewired your brain. The decisions that terrified you but made you stronger. Those are the days that matter. Not the ones where you took it easy. Not the ones where you played it safe. I'm done chasing comfort. I'm chasing conviction. The lie of comfort is that it feels good now, but it rots you from the inside out. Trade it. Trade it for struggle. Trade it for purpose. Trade it for becoming someone you actually respect. Because comfort will kill your soul long before it ever touches your body. And when you finally step away from it, you'll realize you were never tired. You were just uninspired. Comfort doesn't scream. It whispers. It says, you've done enough for today. It says, you don't need to push right now. It says, take a break. You earned it. And at first, it feels like kindness, like self-love. But there's a fine line between rest and rot, and most people never see it until it's too late. I thought I was being kind to myself. I thought I was protecting my energy. But I was just shrinking. You cannot grow inside a cage. And comfort is a cage made of luxury, dopamine, and false promises. It's that soft bed you never want to leave. That never-ending playlist. That feeling of doing something without doing anything. It's the illusion of living. But you're not living. You're just surviving. Comfort is the great trap of our generation. We've confused convenience with freedom. But real freedom? It doesn't feel good. It feels earned. It's waking up early when your body wants to sleep. It's eating clean when your cravings say otherwise. It's working when no one is watching. Discipline is the real self-love. Not pleasure, not indulgence, not giving in. You're not here to feel good all the time. You're here to grow, to evolve, to become someone who can look back with pride. Comfort won't give you that. Comfort gives you regret. And regret feels worse than anything discipline could ever demand. So the next time comfort whispers, just take it easy. Ask yourself, is this what I want? Or is this what I've been trained to accept? Because comfort wants you weak. It wants you soft. It wants you forgettable. You want to be great? Then bleed for it. Then sacrifice. Then earn your rest. Only then does rest become peace, not escape, not surrender. Real rest is earned, and that starts the moment you stop believing comfort's lie. Comfort doesn't ruin you overnight. It kills you in micro moments. It's in the skipped reps, the snoozed alarms, the tasks you say you'll do tomorrow, but don't. Each tiny choice feels harmless, but stacked together, they build a version of you you'll one day want to escape from. I kept waiting for the right time, but the right time was always now. And now, I'm tired of lying to myself. Comfort is the death of dreams wrapped in cozy routines. It doesn't stab, it sedates. It turns ambition into someday maybe, and if you let it, it'll rob you of the only life you'll ever have. We worship productivity hacks. We binge motivation videos. We talk about goals like they're already ours. But nothing changes, because the voice in our head still says, later. I'm so sick of later. Later has stolen everything. Comfort trains you to wait. It tells you the perfect moment will arrive. It says your body will one day crave the gym, that your brain will just magically want to focus. It won't. If you don't force it to change, it never will. The path is pain. The door is discipline. The reward is you, not the fake version, not the filtered one, the real you, the one buried under comfort, the one you've been too scared to wake up. It's time. Time to break the routine. Time to stop negotiating with weakness. No more easy days. No more scrolling your life away. No more calling weakness self-care. If you want peace, earn it. If you want rest, fight for it. Because nothing worth having comes wrapped in comfort. Only the grave does. Comfort will wait for you forever. It never gives up, but neither can you. You don't escape comfort by thinking. You escape it by doing. Move, act, disobey the softness. Because the war isn't out there. It's in here. And the only way you win is if you're willing to suffer for the life you say you want. Comfort doesn't just make you lazy. It makes you forget who you were meant to be. You don't just skip the gym. You skip the transformation. You don't just scroll for hours. You lose the urgency to build. You don't just eat junk food. You poison your discipline. Comfort doesn't take from you all at once. It steals your identity, inch by inch. I used to be hungry. I used to want something. Now I just float. You think you're fine, because nothing hurts yet. But the damage is happening, silently, daily, and by the time it shows up, it's already too late. You're out of shape, out of time, out of fight. That version of you, the one with fire in his eyes, he didn't die. You buried him, under comfort, under pleasure, under excuses. But I'm not dead yet, and I'm not done. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to move. Stand up, put down the phone, get cold, get hungry, get uncomfortable. Because that's where the real you is hiding. Not in more sleep, not in more scrolling, not in more safety. In the struggle, in the sacrifice, in the decision to say no more. No more soft lies, no more fake rest, no more calling weakness normal. This is the end of comfort and the beginning of me. You thought comfort was just a delay, a pause, a break, something you could step in and out of. But it wasn't a pause, it was a trade, and you traded everything for it. I thought I could get it all back later. But some things don't come back. Some opportunities don't knock twice. Some doors, once closed, never open again. The cost isn't loud, it doesn't scream at you. It sits quietly in the background of your life, as your body softens, as your willpower fades, as your reputation dissolves. The cost is waking up one day and realizing you're not respected, you're not admired, you're not even remembered. I could have been more, but I chose less. Every scroll was a missed rep. Every excuse was a missed opportunity. Every "I'll do it tomorrow" was one more piece of your dream drifting away. And now, you're behind. Not because you weren't smart enough, not because you weren't capable, but because you were too comfortable. You paid for comfort with your potential. You bought peace in the present and sold your power in the future. And now, you feel it. The quiet panic, the internal storm, the whisper that says, "It's slipping away. I should have moved. I should have acted. I should have fought for it." The cost of wasting time isn't just lost moments. It's lost versions of you. The strong version, the focused version, the version that changes lives. You'll never meet them if you don't change. You were meant to build, to push, to lead, but you let yourself get numb. And now, the world doesn't see you, because you haven't done anything worth seeing. I am not owed anything. Respect must be earned, pride must be built, power must be fought for. Time has a price, and you've been paying in silence. Every day you waste, it charges interest. And eventually, you go bankrupt of potential, of purpose, of you. That is the cost, not pain, not failure, obscurity, dying with your story untold. So if you've been wasting time, this is what you're gambling with. Your future, your family, your legacy. And the price is non-refundable. Then I'll pay the price today. I'll suffer now so I don't suffer forever. Let the cost haunt you. Let it drive you. Let it remind you that this life, this shot, you only get once. Don't go cheap on something this rare. Earn your life. There's another cost no one talks about. Who suffers because you didn't step up? Your little brother who needed an example? Your parents who believed in you? Your future kids who will never see what a strong man looks like because you never became him. I wasn't just wasting my life. I was wasting theirs too. You weren't born to just survive. You were born to carry weight. But instead, you let others carry yours. The cost is passed down in the form of disappointment, of broken trust, of silence. And they'll never say it, but they feel it. You were supposed to be more, and deep down, you know it. Then let this be the last day they wonder. Let them see me become who I was always meant to be. Because the cost is too high, and the clock doesn't care. Every day is either building your legacy or burying it. And one day, you'll either be remembered as the one who rose or the one who never answered the call. This pain you feel right now, it's not punishment, it's the receipt. Proof you've been paying the cost long enough. Now it's time to cash in. Now it's time to rise. Do you know what a funeral for potential looks like? It doesn't have flowers, no casket, no ceremony, just silence, a slow decay. A man walking through life half alive because he never became who he was supposed to be. That could have been me. That should have been me. Potential doesn't scream when it dies. It sighs. It fades into the background. Until one day, you wake up and realize you don't even recognize the man in the mirror. Not because you changed, but because you never did. The cost is not just internal. It's everywhere. It's in the friendships you outgrew because you couldn't grow yourself. It's in the girl who lost interest because you lost your fire. It's in the mentors who stopped reaching out because you never followed through. They all believed in me, and I gave them nothing back. The cost is trust. The cost is time. The cost is truth. Because every time you lie to yourself, I'll start next week. I'll go harder tomorrow. I'm just taking a break. You're digging the grave. The grave you're digging? It's not for your body. It's for your future. Then bury the past version of me, right here, right now. This is the price of mediocrity, not just a quiet life. but a life without fire, without impact. And the longer you delay, the more expensive it becomes. That's the cost. You become a background character in your own story. Invisible, forgettable, a man who never showed up. So ask yourself, how much more are you willing to pay before there's nothing left to spend? Most people don't wake up one day and realize their life fell apart. It doesn't happen all at once. It happens gradually. One skipped workout, one missed opportunity, one silent decision to not care. You want to know what the cost really is? It's not just missing out on greatness. It's living every single day with the weight of knowing you were built for more and doing nothing about it. That's not just pain, that's self-betrayal. I lied to myself every single day. The cost is confidence, because confidence doesn't come from quotes or podcasts. It comes from proof. Proof that you do what you say. Proof that you keep your word. Proof that you can trust yourself. Lose that and you lose everything. The cost is love, because you can't fully love others when you secretly resent yourself. The cost is freedom, because your choices aren't free if they're ruled by shame. The cost is peace, because there's no calm in a storm you created and refuse to escape. What have I done to myself? You want to feel alive? Then pay attention, because every shortcut you take has a toll. Every excuse you make leaves a scar, and one day you'll be surrounded by men who paid the price, and you'll realize you were never in the same league. This is the part most quit before they get to. They feel the weight, they see the cost, and instead of facing it, they run, they numb, they pretend they don't care. But you've come this far. You felt the pain. Now own it. Let it burn. Let it brand you. Let it remind you. This is what happens when you choose nothing. And now, choose everything. There's one currency you never get back: time. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose relationships and rebuild them. But time, once it's gone, it's gone. And I gave it away like it meant nothing. The time you spent scrolling, the time you spent overthinking, the time you spent in fake friendships, fake hobbies, fake dreams, it's gone. Not just lost, spent. And what did you buy with it? Comfort? Dopamine? The illusion of progress? You want to talk about the cost? Look at your health, the strength you could have built, the sleep you threw away, the energy you never protected. Look at your skills, the books you didn't read, the habits you didn't practice, the silence you chose instead of creating. Look at your mind, the anxiety you carry, the resentment, the emptiness. That's the cost. You can't keep doing this, because what you're really losing is time with the people you love. Every second you waste in distraction is a second your mom gets older, your dad gets weaker, your friends move on, the world won't wait, and neither will your greatness. The cost isn't just yours, it's everyone's. Because when a man doesn't rise, his family suffers. His community lacks a leader, the world misses something irreplaceable. And now, you felt it. The pain, the weight, the truth. So what are you going to do with it? Break or build? This is the final toll. Let it wake you up. Let it become the fire that starts your rise. Because the only thing more expensive than your past is a future where you repeat it.